Hi everyone, this is audap, and we're going to take a look at Legend of Mysteria. This game is available on the Steam Winter Sale for the low price of 50 cents. But it is a little older, so that explains the price. It's a indie JRPG, so let's take a look. Oh, actually, let's take a look at the options. No, it's F1, darn it. Okay, so we just have some very, very basic options. Gamepad support, keyboard support. I'm not going to worry about reduce the screen flickering quite yet. Let's take a look and see if I need to do that. Would you like to watch the intro? Yes, please. Today, we have gathered here to discuss about the concerning rumors echoing across the Empire. Rumors of war. As you know, not long ago, the Stone of Peace was stolen. It was the symbol of harmony between the nations of Labronia. We suspect that Croydon might be behind the theft. I know it's just speculation at this point, but his endeavor to fill the second throne of the gods is obvious. Despite his arrogant and self-centered nature, he is the most powerful water mage in Mysteria Tower. However, I doubt that his skill in magic would be sufficient to create the elemental crystal of water. Is it truly necessary to create the elemental crystals, Idiot? Yes, Ibiz. Zemicon succeeded perceiving the Supreme Being as he mediated a fortune. Using the knowledge contained within the being, he created the pendant of Labronia. With this power, we are able to create the labyrinths. The climate might get disturbed by such a feat. That is why we need to use the pendant to condense the elemental powers into those crystals. We'll be able to control the weather with them and avoid possible disaster. We need the crystals to function on their own pendant to form the labyrinths. Dividing our concentration at that point could be dangerous. I see. You really think the labyrinths will end this war? Of course. It's kind of taxing to go to war if you can't even locate your opponents, don't you think? Zemicon was already able to test the theory. Albion is covered in labyrinths now. Of criminality is dropped. I guess so. So, Zemicon is God now. Yes, God of Earth. Powers apply. The prophets of Eli have foretold that one day four gods would rule Labronia. Labronia. Whoops. Excuse me. I take it that the next seat goes to you then, Master Dinian. You will be the god of fire. Use the pendant of Labronia. That is most likely. If Croydon is able to mystical essence contained within the stone, he could possibly become the third one. However, I have decided if he stole the stone, he is not suitable to acquire such power. I doubt you. He's got a lot of followers. By the way, is there a candidate for the fourth throne? Not yet, even though I've been considering. He's gone. It was an arrow. I didn't get one explanation from that guy. Let me get a harumph from that guy. It can't be. Someone shot him. It seems so. I'll keep you safe, Mother. Oh, creepy looking kid there. This was unexpected. My, what a waste. Mighty falls. Well, I'm sure we'll see him soon. I mean, what's all the fuss about? To kill the head of the council. Unheard of, truly. Wait! That man over there is trying to escape. Seize him at once. I got him, Patris. There's nowhere to run, you scum. Let's look at you. Look at your gigantic eyes. Grah. He's not one of us. He's not from Mysteria Tower. Ask him who hired him directly. I demand silence, wizards. You're gonna ask him and then demand silence? I don't. He's dying. The fireball was too much. Speak, filth. Who do you work for? Winder. But he said, Winder? Can it be? I am innocent, master. I've never seen this man before in my life. We have to keep counsel immediately. To the workroom as we try to think how to proceed now. Indian is gone. Dead, most likely. I've seen wizards die like that before, vanishing into thin air after receiving a fatal wound. You'd better come with us now, Winder. Yes, Windows. This is a terrible mistake. What's just happening? Who would want to kill Dinian? The only ones able to enter the assembly hall in time. The highest ranking mages in Mysteria. Someone must have framed me, and it must have been one of the high-ups. Gladly, I have detailed information about everyone notable in my notebooks. I cannot trust this case to others. Who knows how many are the enemy? 3 of the strongest wizards from every element were in the hall just now. I was behind this. To escape as soon as possible and start my own investigation. Right now. Tutorial. Check out the list of suspects from your items. You can use 2 anytime, books and tools. These items count as key items. You can show clues to people and explain tools in a similar manner. Apart from key items, you can also find pieces of armor, equipable weapons, consumables, and keys. Find the different types of items from the various sections of the menu. Remember to explore your to discover these items. Controls. Z action confirm, X to cancel, Shift toggle. F5 F6 screen ratio and size, F1 system options, F12 return. Okay. Wooden cane was found. Found a book. Basics of Translation. Want to read it now? Yep. The Magic by Mysterious. Scrolls should be written either on parchment or in a book in the following ways. Use that can only be read by those mages whose practice in the element corresponding with the spell or other more powerful mages. Mages practicing additional elements must translate the spell with magic. To be blunt, the spell must be translated into the magic. This is quite laborious, but does not require magic. Scrolls should be protected from initiates with no skills to translate the spell. Scroll or spell written in a magical language can be read directly. Taxing, however, and may require a fix to the right element. Let's see, got a spell book. Open lock. Read it now. Yes. Open magical lock. It's the secret languages. I don't get it. Nothing useful on the shelf. Useful. I think this is supposed to depict Zimicon, the resemblance. It's a blue flame. Oh, is that all? So we found a long feathered quill. A crystal ball used by the mage guard. What's to do with it? Let's look inside. I can see a guard outside. Now's my chance. Got a portal spell. Check it out. Yes, the portal spell opens a gateway to Labaronia. I'd need a rock crystal of the I don't have the crystal. The door is locked with an ordinary lock. There's a large keyhole below the handle. It seems the room's key is in the keyhole. Perhaps I can stick something in that hole. Knock the door with the quill, push in the keyhole. Something fell on the other side. I could try to put my fingers into the door to get the key. It's very close by. Got the workroom key. Use the workroom key. Oh, now we're in run mode. Sweet. Walk mode forever. As you can see, the graphics are very Final Fantasy IV. Something has been stuffed between the flower pots. I can't go in there like this. I need to find this guy so they'll catch me immediately. You know, I happen to have found a brown robe. Mysteria Tower. Yes, please. My teleport. This side cannot be used for traveling. Hyros. Terra. Akve. Everything made sense until that point. It's locked. I need to. Akve? I heard there is a murderer loose in the tower. At this time, everyone has their ID to get into the storeroom of magical items. It seems that I need to find a false ID to get in. I can't let anyone into the hospitals at this time. Not anyone? Yes, it's because of the murder. To get in, you'd need and a good reason to enter. Here's a book called Take it. I should have probably read it first, huh? Principle of magic. The most important task of a develop one's mind and through this one's skill. This is important as hard work. The two words of magic are dreamlike. They fade from memory and cannot be remembered. The reason behind this is not known. Mages have tried to solve the problem with varying success. These days, a must to copy or create the desired spell from a book of magic. This is limiting as well. For example, a spell written by a water mage is normally meaningless gibberish to a partial solution has been invented. It is possible to translate and exchange the element to correspond with one's own. Another way is to in common language, which is a good solution safety-wise. In case like this, translating the spell to magic will suffice. Safety message should be accounted. Worst case scenario, if the spell is too powerful for the mage, it may drain one's life force and kill the user. Instead, if, for example, an Earth Mage tries an air spell surpassing his skill level, nothing will happen. The spell simply won't work. For the previously mentioned reasons, magical books are they are held in safe deposits without exception. Varying registers are also written for the use of books to observe different matters, such as using the spells, disremembering magical words, and to observe new spells. Boy, those V's really suck. In the course of we have lost many books, and a lot of words of magic have faded from our memory. Sometimes we discover new or words, but rediscovering a word may easily take centuries. Because of the unique nature of magic, spellbooks are dangerous in the wrong hands. A mage is not knowing a mage not knowing what he's doing could endanger the lives of others in destroying a magical book is a crime, and the sentence is one will lead to a life in prison. Huron. Hey, wow. There's a book called The Guild. Let's read it. The Guild of Thieves. Albion's Guild of Thieves was born about 112 pairs ago as the city grew and prospered. The founder was Lennis, a former merchant who practiced usurped and kept illegal in his house. Once a certain man who got indebted decided to kill Linus in his drunken state to get rid of his debts, which Linus kept raising. What the hell? Once a certain man killed Lias in his drunken state to get rid of his debt with interests Linus kept raising. Which interests? Lias killed the man by cutting his hand off. This act gave him his nickname. At first, the guild was an organization based on protecting the outlaws, but soon it began to develop towards its current form. These days, the Thieves Guild is operating in eastern side of close to the pub called the Pigpen. The place has questionable reputation. Despite of several arrests and executions, it has not been possible to root out. The Thieves' network of spies cover the city, and they use a variety of passwords and identifiers. Outsiders sticking their noses into the guild's affairs are usually rewarded with a harsh lesson from the thieves. Getting a membership is a glorious affair. Oh, man. The way some of those things are written. You may loan 3 books at a time. I only took 1, so... There's a spellbook of fire. It seems too complicated for my skills, though. I doubt I'll be able to translate it. There's a spell... let's read it. The spell helps you cross gaps. Yeah. Got them. There's a book called Merchants of Albion. Even though Albion might be a dangerous place to a wizard, at least 2 magic shops are known to do business. Both are owned by renegade wizards, so it's understandably hard to get in contact with them. Another one of these shops is known to be functioning in the more reputable part of Albion. It's been kept by an old woman, a Arabia. The story says that she got contacts in the Thieves Guild, which is possibly the reason why she is so well informed about everything happening in the city. There's a book called The King of Albion's 27th king, Tamarin Magekiller, is as his name implies, about his relentless hatred against wizards. According to the hostility began when a certain mage garbed in red robes stole the symbol of his knight, the red amethyst. This magical item had been told to contain a great variety. The mage in red was captured, but the jewel was never found. After this, fires had been blazing in Albion, and the burnings of both mages and suspected commoners. There's a book called The countryside. The countryside of Liberonia is beautiful. Denizens are friendly. They have gotten used to healers and exorcists and do not jump from the sight of. However, caution is advised when using magic in the countryside. The countrymen are traders by nature and tend to get well along with. Healers are respected generally, and in some cases they might even gain some profit in the country. Just stacks of wheat, though. As stated, the people are friendly in general, and for a guest, a shelter from a farmhouse is usually free. After the labyrinths cover Albion and its surroundings, farmhands have proven to be helpful in orienting as well. This is spelled with water seems too complicated. That'll be able to translate it. Here's a spell with the fire. It seems too complicated. Okay, sure. Too complicated. I'm a moron. I heard that there's a murderer loose in the tower. At this time, everyone needs to show their ID to get to the store of magical items. Alright, I need to. Feels just like a teenager trying to get into a club. I need to find that fake ID so I can get in. Oh, actually, maybe there's another exit somewhere? Oh, there is. Hard to tell since it's, you know, very old school 16-bit style graphics. 16-bit, but still using the sort of 8-bit character models. Again, very much like the original release of Final Fantasy 4. Or 5, too, I think, really. Empty bottles to create magic mixtures. Nothing I'd need at the moment. Same. Food supplies. Stacks of wheat. It's a fine-looking bow. What are you doing there, visitor? Steal the robes. Hmm? It looks like a letter. What are you doing there, visitor? Don't steal the robes. So, you don't care about that, huh? What do you want? Do you perhaps want to get your robe washed, or are you in need of a new one? Or is it glass bottles you're after? I know, they are dusty. Excuse a lot, mighty lord, that I'm so overburdened with work that I lack time to dust them. Good to see how miserably an elf lives, so that you can have a laugh with your friends, or just to feel yourself superior. Ah, not again! Cursed rats. Where did that little bastard go? Nothing useful in the drawers. That's where the rat went, though. Novice's robes? Perhaps. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, don't steal the robes. Yeah, really. Super sensitive. Closet contains robes. They are similar to my brown robe. No need to grab one. This closet contains robes. Yep. I'm looking at the damn robes. There's a needle shape inside the box. I wonder. Looks like a rat hole. Put your hand into the hole? Yeah, why not? Let's get the Black Plague. Well, this is not exactly fun, I think. Got dead rat. Looks like a rat hole. There's a rat. There you go. Where did that little bastard go? I have no idea how to use it here. much else. What else to do there? Welcome when many visit me these days. On the other hand, who'd miss a quibbling old geezer like me? I'm Tharos. They call me the Wanderer because I've been traveling a lot around the world. I'm the historian and accountant here. I'm a bit lost about what to write though, since I don't travel anymore these days. Mostly bland history and essays, boring stuff if you ask me. But enough talk. Sit down and we can. What? Sit down. Sit down now. The chair is not going to eat you. Sit down. All right then. The weather is usually bad in northwestern Labonia. Ah, I would so wish day again. If I just had less work. It sounds like you're in need of an assistant. Assistant? You mean, are you willing to work as my assistant as I go traveling? Oh, please. Huh? No, it's just that. Who killed Dinian? Okay, I'll work. If you can find an assistant, I'm out of here. If you can find an assistant. You do that for me? Alright then, mage. I'll be waiting. Oh, and feel free to enter my room as well. I doubt you'll be thief. I doubt you contain mostly boring essays, calculations, and indifferent history studies. But they are not all signed or sealed, worthless in the current form. Bottle of red wine in the drawer. Chest is locked. Okay. I'm gonna go find your assistant. You can count on me. To be an earth mage, perhaps you'd like to buy some fresh vegetables. It's 3 gold per piece. Come again, my vegetables are the best. Herbs of Mysteria, purple herb. The flower of a purple herb is an effective medicine against blue lotus. Blue lotus only grows in gold sand. The nobles of Albion revere the flower, using it as a status symbol. It's a gold sand. Weird. I think it's some sort of acid. Bucket full of water. I don't need one right now. Found 3 gold from the well. Money from the well? Some of us are sure lucky. Locked. Welcome, brother. I'm assuming you've come to see the great scientist, right, Art? Thought I'd be an elf. Well, most water mages are elves, but I am not. Anyways, as you most likely since you're here, I experiment with water. I'm attempting to create aqua regia. What it is yet, but I'll find out soon. I'm missing a key ingredient though. I'd need some acid. I know there's some in the greenhouse, but I'm not in good relations with the gardener. You see, once I tested those, the result wasn't too good. I mean, it did affect them. But, well... Anyways, I'd be very grateful. Oh yes, the you need a special container you'll need a special container for it. Own such a container. Is that so? Or is that how it is then? Well, I don't have one either, actually. I do have one, right there on the floor. Oh well. I just had an idea. Now, where... Ah, found it in my pocket. This is the key to my friend's room. His name is Darius, and he's an elf. It doesn't have anything to do with this. It doesn't have anything to do with this, though. The room is on the opposite side of the corridor, and at the moment, no one's home. Got it? Well, anyway, I'd go myself, but I don't want to leave my experiments. Well, here's the key. The bottle should be visible. Go get it, and the acid from me, will you? This bottle's broken, and its contents are on the floor. Lock. It's an expensive mirror. Oh, a human. Did you come to respect the great wisdom of Bresny Wave Walker? Look around you, admire my fortune, which I've collected by doing honest and hard work all my life. Did you get that one? Anyways, it's ridiculous how lazy and impatient the novices are these days. I just look at people like keeping caboose. Besides, the great Bresny. I have more money than him, or you. A lot more. Thank you for the information. I will be taking my leave now. If I remember correctly, Bresny is one of the ones to have bribed himself in here. Use the key to Darius's house. Found a durable container. Found an assignment. Read it? Yeah. Assignment. I have noticed your complaints about your work, Mr. Kaboosh. Some variety to your tasks. The presenter of this parchment is obliged to clean the magic corridor for a period of... This will work as a pass. This assignment was signed by Bresny Wavewalker. Pass is useless to me, since the corridors are already accessible. No reason to show this to anyone. Okay, this is the acid water, so let's try to use our brand new durable container. Now, let's see. Okay, it's full of acid now. Now, how do I complete this formula? Oh, thanks for the acid, man. Here's a few golds for your effort. Got 10 golds! Laboratory equipment. Could have gotten more than just gold for that, right? I mean, really. Some sort of formulas. Stranger. I mean, my brethren in magic. I was afraid that my former teacher had appeared again, to squawk me out about the softness and lazy habits of modern youths. Anyway, what's the harm in eating, drinking, and having some luxury? I'm sorry, I didn't realize to ask for my babbling. You must have some reason to be here. Please, sit down. I'd offer you something, but you may have noticed I've just finished my meal, and I don't really have anything. Never mind about me. My time as an office ended just a while ago, and I'm not really good at, you know, to talk like... It's kind of a miracle that my time as a novice ended at all, to be honest with you. I bet Kyrian will be in that business till the end of my days, unless Theros the Wanderer. Oh, my apologies. You must be busy. Yes, I suppose you have had some business with me? What is it now, brother? Young people these days. No walking into other people's rooms. In my time, we barred our heads and kept our eyes on the floor. What do you want? Oh, you'd be an earth mage. That is. Yes, these days all kinds of live in soft beds and change their robes all the time. Those snobs. Luxury. It eats power. Look at me, son. Do you see chairs? No. I do not sit like a slob while I'm working. See the bookshelf? It contains knowledge. I read them when I'm not teaching, again and again. See the rough bed on the corner, son? My brains are not softening on pillows or blankets. It is my only place to lie down. The only relief for my old bones I allow is the... If I were younger, I would clean that natural mattress away. And the robe Am I changing it all the time, like these noble women? I've been wearing this same robe ever since I graduated. Now, back then, the novices these days complain all the time. In my time, they would have gotten whipped. Luxury. Bobs are weak. Talented. Are weak. Weak talented? Reminds me of past student, Garen. Never mind. Step a little closer and show me your face in the light, son. You must be suspicious of something. Time to go. See you. Hey! It's locked, but not with magic. Rooms in here. It's not open. If you want to get in, say the password. I'm not sure. Wrong. Sorry, pal. Can't let you in. Oh. Ah, brother of... What do you want? Abode. I hope not my gambling debts. How is it? Not after money. Huh? I'm sorry, brother. Gambling is my vice, and I was afraid that you were after money. I've made a bit... I'm Shreer, by the way. If you want to gamble, knock at the door on the opposite side of the corridor and say the word "Cups are turning." I wouldn't recommend it, though. Still, who keeps the place always gets a profit. Bills are scattered all over the place. How to get more money. It's locked. I need to find a key to get in. Welcome. Usually it's a custom to knock at the door before entering. Well, what do you want, brother? It's a chat. How are your relations with the other mages around here, for example? Oh, I get along with almost well, maybe not with Kara. He's so embarrassing. Anyway, want to chat about this mine? Isn't it magnificent? Here's how it works. Throw some water from the rocks and the system generates heat. I call it the steam stove. What do you think? A fine invention, isn't it? Sure. Now can you tell me about the other mages in this section? See, I barely deal with them. Maines is an impressive character though. I heard he went to politics or something. I see. Anything else? Second. Is this some sort of interrogation? Sorry, but I've had enough for one day. Close the door on your way. What do you want now? Go away. Nothing here. Nothing here. No. Convention. Must be a lot. Oh, damn now. Coming. Good wine, wasted. You know that the decryption method can be used to reveal invisible writing as well? You don't even need mention one. What is this? Can't take, it's mine. Some sort of calculations. Not my thing, really. Some sort of calculations. What are you looking for? Drawing paper? It's empty. Well, the music is pretty good. It's got a lot of variety. Huh? Don't touch the report, civilian. Any problems or info? What do you mean? I uphold the law and order here, so criminal activity, of course. I don't know anything. Check on the south side. What about the south? Snitch still. Leave me. I'll snitch. There's a gambling den in the section where Earth mages dwell. I'd check it out. I've been trying to reach that culprit with the I have been trying to reach that culprit with a bad luck. Okay. Yeah, how he looks like. I have no idea how he looks like or where he operates. I am tempted to just raid all the rooms. If I reach him, you'll get a reward. This will just take a moment. I'm alone here now. Gotcha report. Check it out. Yeah. To Nerum, Chief of the Guard. Considering the agitation and suspicions of conspiracy of late. However, we haven't gotten any of the suspects I sent to jail. Yet, I'm convinced that there is more than one lobby functioning in the... It's possible to say how far up the ladder this leads. We have to be able to contact our spy soon. Immediately, if you hear something, and if you're already forgotten, the password is wall have ears. Nothing useful. Diary of Indios. Check it out. Yeah. And with the lease will help me get a better Seer's crystal if she is really about to become a castle. That's what she's been told, at least. To be honest, I haven't heard that there'd be a spot opening, but I've got friends in there, so I guess she knows better. Perhaps I could become the chief of the entire tower's guard. But that job is handled by that sloth, Namrum. you're back already? That culprit Stilt is locked up now. The jail was almost full, but he's in a secure place. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's your reward. Catch. 10. Thanks. I will be just going now, I think. See you later. It's locked. I need to find... Locked. Not with magic, though. Sounds like someone's walking inside. Sounding frustrated. Been locked in this room? Talking just now, but it got quiet at the moment I stepped in this corridor. Whoa, look what we have here. We were told that he might be moving around in Earth Mage's robes. Nice catch. Okay, game's over, Winter. If you try to run, we'll alert the entire tower to get you. Yeah, now come with us. I have no chance. I have to do what they say for now. Let me check on my rice. Just a second. Back in prison. Yes, let's save the game. Found a needle lockpick. With needle lockpick. It's locked. Excuse me, but could you spare a moment? I don't know how often you work here, but if you happen to know a aphoris, perhaps you could deliver a message, if it's not too much to ask. And excuse me again. Thank you. Well, thank you. And please, let me apologize my rudeness for asking this. If you could just tell Augustino have been captured. I'll see what I can do. Found a dungeon key. Locked as suspected. Hey, I know you. console, right? Did you come into this jail voluntarily? Everyone knows how fun it is here. I don't... Jokes aside, how about helping me just like that? Of course. Then we ever after, eh? So, how about it, Hotshot? I'm not sure how to get out of here. Take you along. Do you have a plan? Just find the key, will ya? I'm sure we can figure out something. And Winder, your problem. Help me, and I shall return the favor. Best, miss. The name's Trist. I'll be waiting for you, champ. There's a guard. Can't escape through this route. Open with dungeon key. Power red was found. Whoop. Save again. Don't sneak like that, friend. Scare me. Not that it would matter. I'm not going to be sitting here for long. Who are you? The name's Paraff. What's it to you? Locked as expected. Key. Help me to escape and I'll help you in your quest. Okay, sure, fine, why not? Blue potion was found. Emerge. What's the fact? One help. Anticipating my attack. Yeah, victory, but I lost a ton of power. Hi there. Would you like to engage in a magical combat with me? Just for training. I'll pay one victory. Yeah, why not? Trainer emerged. Oh, it's defeated. Oh, I had no idea. Well, actually, why don't we leave it there? Apostrophe, you have been watching Legend of Mysteria. It is available on the winter sale, for 50 cents. Well, 49, but cents. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you're interested, pick that up on Steam. Available on sale. It seems like it has a lot of potential. There's a lot of good writing and pretty interesting. Hope you've enjoyed watching. I will see you here very soon at the